What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 29 different altcoins today. We're going to be going over the list right now. This is the list that it's in. This is the order that it's in. So let's get to it so we can finish this bad boy up in probably about an hour's time. it's going to take a while. SGB and Quorum for BL Spiegel. SATS and XRP for Pigu. BIF WTK for Unleavened Baptist. Beam for Elijah Winup, Sand and ENJ for Crypto Investor, IOTX for Flower Child, Flux and Astro for Anon Girder, FIDA and ASM for Haterside, ANKR for Rob777, XTZ for Keltinger, COQ and Wojak for Mug Music, CRO and ApeCoin for JGM, Arrow for Chad Shi on Dex Screener, MPIX for Chad Shi as well. Used Car for Jordan Bailey, MakerDAO and Genosis for EK, GFI for Eric Silva, XCN and GALA for C-Zar is Good Guy, and finishing it up with Flow for Amar's Eve, or Amar's Eve, whatever, however, but I think it's Amar's Eve. And that's the list, guys. That's what we're going to do. So hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more, buckle up, because it's going to be a very pleasant and enjoyable ride, of which you don't need a seatbelt for, but it is the law, so buckle up. All right, here we go. Let's get into this. Songbird on Kraken. Yeah, is this have the most data? Let's look at BitTrue. A little bit more data on BitTrue. MEXC. Yeah, we could use MEXC. I like Kraken, but we'll use MEXC just for the actual high to low here. Above your 236, nice move. I like that. You could pull back. You've already kind of pulled back to it though. Hot on the RSI. Maybe you do pull back. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, the daily RSI isn't looking as friendly, though you are cooling off a lot and you're consolidating in this area. That's not a bad look at all. I'm curious to see what you do. I'm kind of convinced that you want to move lower. You're at 1.5 cents now. You might move down to 1.2 cents. You might move down to 1. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with this one. You're not giving me anything, man. Not on anything. Neutral. I want to say it goes down. I do. I want to say it probably goes down to about 1.25 cents. If not, maybe down to about 1.1 cents. But then you're looking to move up to 2.62 cents. You have a day with Destiny up there, so, and probably above that. So, and then inevitably, of course, higher than that. But let's just see relative high to low here. 1272 hit. 886 hit a couple times. You're not getting that positive reaction we're looking for. So yeah, you probably do move down to that like 1.15, 1.25 area, somewhere in there. Yeah, a little bit down and then up. Fuel to the fire and then up. That's SGB. Let's talk about Quorum, whatever. On MEXC again. I like this. It kind of looks like a cup and handle. I keep saying that. I do not hate cup and handles. I'm not a fan of them because, in my experience, they are some of the least successful patterns that I've come across. They tend to bust more often than they do perform well. But I do like this kind of structure. If you take this away, you've got this kind of like diagonal line coming up here. It does look nice. Decent volume. I don't really like this fib. It doesn't seem to be telling us too much or like being respected. I mean, maybe it is, but I don't know. That looks a little bit better. I would think you move down, probably to 12.28 cents. You're at 15.7 now, so probably a little lower, sure. Let's look at the daily RSI. Yeah, I think so. You're having problems being above the 50. You have no problem being oversold. You do have you have like an ascending kind of trend line here on your tops while having lower highs here. I think you're going lower, probably to your 236, probably down again to that like 12.3, 12.2 area. That's Quorum. SATS, SATS, man, Satoshi All-Time History Index. Is this something? What is this? All-time, why do you deserve an all-time history index? I don't know. I don't understand. This looks a lot like, is this Bitcoin? Is this a Bitcoin chart just in Satoshis? I'm confused. What is this? I've never heard of this before. I mean, I know what Satoshis are. I've never, whatever. We'll look at, I think this is what you're wanting me to do, right, Pigu? I don't know. I mean, check out my Bitcoins videos, man. That's probably going to tell you everything you need to know. Is this right? Let me see. Hold on. Gate.io. Let me look at it real quick. Hold on. Not Sats USD. Sats. Ordinals. It's not the same, so I don't think this is the right chart. This might be the right chart, yeah. Because I feel like ordinals, yeah, okay, all right, we'll use this chart. Looks bullish, it looks good. I do like it, yeah. Let's look at the top to bottom here. 61869. I think you want to move up, yeah. When you break above this 886, which is at about, what is that, 6 zeros, 7 zeros, I think. 7 zeros, 8387. When you close above that on a daily basis, we'll see you at 6 zeros. Or is that 1, 2, 3? Okay, so you are at 6 zeros right now. 6 zeros, 838. You close above that on a daily basis, we'll see you at 5 zeros, 12155, or higher. 5 zeros, 169. It looks like you want to go there. It does. I like the daily RSI. I don't mind it at all. It looks like you're getting ready for a move up. You're kind of seeing that today even. So, yeah, I like the 4-hour RSI as well. It could look better, but with that volume that you just had on this move up here, I like it. I do like it. Higher lows, lower lows, I do like it. Anyways, that's Sats. Looking like it wants to move up. XRP. Somebody asked, it might have been you, Pigu, if XRP is worth holding on to. I very much do. I keep doing this every time. Coinbase. I mean Binance. I do think that's a funny looking illustration. I like in the moment. I'm like, yeah, this looks fine. This looks good. And then I come back to it. I'm like, this looks like a 2-year-old drew this. I do think XRP is worth holding on to. I think it'll grow throughout the cycle. I think that, in fact, whenever it's the most boring, when the most people have given up on it, that's when you're going to see this week happen. That's when you're going to see this week. XRP is not above pulling it. I mean, even here, right? That was on the SEC news, but that's 60%. You've seen that without SEC news, man. You've seen 81% weeks, 112% weeks to finish off your cycle highs. You know what I mean? This, when people are the most bored of XRP, they're the least impressed with it. That's when it's going to take off, and I feel like that's been happening a lot recently. I don't think that we're in the phase of XRP where we're going to see a crazy move like that, but you never know when that could happen. It really could happen next week. Watch it happen tomorrow. Just because I'm saying we're not, I don't think we're in that phase yet, but I would think some point in this year we're going to see a week like this week, but probably bigger. We're probably we're going to see some. So long story short, yes, I think XRP is worth holding on to. I think there are coins that will gain more value. That's up to you. Some people ask me, should I sell this for that? I don't like to answer those questions. That's a personal question, man. I'm not a financial advisor. But what I can say is I do think XRP will do decent gains this cycle. I think there are coins that will see more gains, but XRP is a pretty secure coin to bet on in this very unsecure space, insecure space. Insecure doesn't sound right. Let's say unsecure, right? The space isn't insecure. Maybe people are insecure about the space, if that makes sense. We're at 70 cents now. 332 is your minimum target for the cycle. Maximum target, kind of expected target, would be 646, and you absolutely have the potential to go all the way up to $10, even $12. And you're at 70 cents now, so yeah, I think it's worth holding on to. That's still decent gains on something that's more or less like a safe bet. All right, so looking at the more immediate term stuff, nice move up. Been bullish on XRP for a little bit now, right? Since these low points here. With that kind of day, you could see a little consolidation. XRP likes to be exciting and then boring, and then exciting and then boring. So you do have a little bearish divergence formed. Watch you go all the way back. You're at 70 cents right now, essentially. Watch you pull back to about 65 cents over the week, over 2 weeks, 3 weeks, who knows how long it takes. And then you move up again. but it probably doesn't take 3 weeks. But I would think over the coming weeks, you probably pull back to about 63, maybe even down to like 62 cents, somewhere around there. 65 to 62 cents is what I'd say. You're at about 70 cents now. So yeah, you probably do consolidate, pull back a little bit, and then move up. Move up from there. I think overall you're in this move that does want to see you go up to probably around 80 to 85 cents, I would say. Again, unless you get like some kind of crazy massive pump like that, which you could. It is XRP. It does happen every now and then. I like the weekly RSI. I like the daily RSI. I like the 4 hour. Yeah, it all looks good to me. But just for what it's worth, based on the personality of XRP, I wouldn't expect it to continue to be exciting. Right? You're up 14% now. That's probably going to be the most excitement you see for the next couple weeks. Move sideways, and then you'll continue to move up slow but steady. And then when you have your nice pop again, that's when it'll be time to consolidate again. But yeah. Or I'm wrong, and you just continue to move up right now. But either way works. That's XRP. Biff on this. Unleavened Baptist, I hit you up in the Discord. I don't know if you replied to it or not, but you like Biff. I'm wondering if you've heard of Piff, Pepe with hat. That's one I've been looking at, kind of. I'm not. I say looking at it. I'm not planning on buying it. I will degen into some low cap coins, but low cap meme coins, guys, I'm a bit skeptical. I like the high cap meme coins. If that's really like Dogecoin and Pepe are probably, and Shiba. Shiba's worked its way into my heart. It's kind of clawed its way in there, but it deserves to be there. But anyways, that's not what we're talking about. Biff. Yeah, you probably want to move down. 003755. That's where I think you're going. Yep, I think so. Yeah, you're moving down. Nothing new. Nothing new to see. Flat bottom, descending highs. We'll see you at the 886.003755, if not lower. But I bet you hold that area. Previous areas of resistance makes sense. 4 hour RSI looks weak. Doesn't look terrible, but it looks weak. 1 hour doesn't look terrible either, but it's relatively neutral, so just going with the overall look, yeah, I think you're moving down. That's Biff. WTK. WTK on BitTrue. I want to zoom out. I think it's looking good, man. The 4 hour wasn't looking as good immediately, but I like it, bro. I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. Let's see today close green. Let's see it close here or higher. Because if it does, you're getting ready for a move that's going to take you above this high here. At which case I'd look for 5 cents to 5.7 cents. And if you did that, if you went to 5.7 cents, you're probably going to go higher than just that, right? Yeah, you might be going to 5.9, maybe 7.8. Let's see how you do today. Unleavened Baptist. Request this one, if not tomorrow, the next day too, or instead, tomorrow or the next day. Like, request this again because I want to see how it does. I'm curious to see how it does. The 4 hour is a little overbought, but it's not terrible. But you could pull back if today doesn't close green. If you don't get that follow through today, you could come back down and you could still be consolidating. But I do think that you're looking like you want to move up here. But you could sometime this week see prices at 5 cents or higher, like genuinely. Yeah, I like it. It looks good. It looks good. I don't think you're going to move lower than this low. You could move lower than these prices, sure, but I don't think you're going to move lower than these lows. That's just my genuine opinion. You had like a nice little symmetrical triangle. It looks like you're breaking out. That's why I'd like to see what it looks like after today. I want to see how the follow through goes. So if not for tomorrow's videos, request it the next day because I would bet, looking at it now, I would bet we're moving up. But that can change. A lot can happen in 9 hours and 58 minutes. Oh, this is so much. It's on BitTrue. They do their things differently. So yeah, a lot can happen in 10 hours, man. Anyways, that's WTK. Let's move on to Beam. Beam. Mexi. Looks like there's a couple beams, you guys. What's the beam? What's the beam that you want me to talk about? Does it say on here? Or was that on a YouTube comment? It has to be not a YouTube comment. Maybe it is. What? Where am I missing it? Oh, it's because I was looking at this. Elijah went up. Beam. You just say beam. Let's look it up. Beam. Is it this one? Merit Circle. Is it this with the $2 billion market cap, or is it this? Come on now. With the $19 million market cap. I'm going to go with the bigger one. So we're going to go with Merit Circle. Whatever the hell that is. Not on MEXC. I don't know. I don't want to use BitGet. Alright, that's fine. If this is the wrong one, you just got to clarify in the comments, bro. I'll make up for it tomorrow, but this is what we're looking at so far. Extreme bearish divergence, moving up. Volume doesn't look bad. At your 1618, you probably pull back. You probably do. To your 1272. Down at about 3.3 cents, you're at 4.2 cents. Well, you're at 4 cents right now, so yeah, you probably pull back. If not to 3.3, then to 3.65 cents. Something like that is what I would think. I say extreme bearish divergence because it has been going on for a while, but truth be told, this is kind of past bearish divergence. Once you get past like 3 drives, which this is 1 drive here, 2 drives, 3 drives, you have like a 4th drive here, it stops being bearish divergence in my opinion, and more of like a hugging of the overbought zone, and you're getting ready to move up higher. So I do think you'll see a little bit of a move down because of this, more or less. You're rejecting your overbought zone. You kind of have a double top right here. But I mean, if you look at it, technically you did pull back all the way already. You had your bearish divergence move fulfilled, and now you're looking like you want to move up higher. So a little bit lower, sure, maybe 3.3 to 3.65, and then inevitably 5 cents to 6.6 cents. Let's look at the 4 hour, see if we can get, yeah, it's a little neutral. It's kind of hard to say. I think you want to move down just a little bit lower. Maybe you don't even go to these areas. It wouldn't be crazy. It really wouldn't be crazy to pull back to previous areas of resistance, somewhere around 3.6. I'm going to stick with that. 3.6 to 3.7 cents, I think, is where you're going, with a low possibility. Not like low possibility as in there's a low chance of it happening. I mean like the lowest possible price that I would think you'd go to is 3.3 cents. But you look like you want to continue going higher. So yeah, just a little bit down and then up, a lot up from here. That's beam. Let's talk about sand. I like talking about sand, man. I don't know why it hasn't been requested more often. Thank you for requesting this one. I think this is a potential top contender of this cycle. Let's see. Sand. Yeah, 1.7 billion. It's not the lowest, but it's definitely low enough to where you could see solid growth. This thing could be worth $100 billion or more by the end of this cycle, and that's not something I say for things that have only been around since 2020. That's not something I say normally. Like, this is kind of a special exception because Sandbox in itself is, I think, a kind of special exception. It's one of the few coins that holds a higher market cap over the OG coin, right? The OG coin in this case, Sandbox, is a metaverse token, gaming token, metaverse token. Mana, Decentraland, is the OG metaverse token. It's very rare. I can't think of any other examples where you find a OG coin being overtaken by the new coin. But Sandbox it's a pretty legit project, And I know that sounds crazy. You're like, of course it would get overtaken. Better technology, better blah blah blah. That matters. It's like, okay, why is Bitcoin the top dog? You don't need better technology. You need people, more popularity, essentially. Whatever people use. It's like I use this example all the time. It's like people use like programmers and stuff. They use Java, right? And Java is an ancient programming language, but everybody knows Java and JavaScript. But there's all these new programming languages that are better. They're more sophisticated, or they're easier to use, but everybody knows Java, and that's why Java is still relevant, even though, you know. So all I'm trying to say is it's really hard, even if you have the better tech, even if you have the better product, it's really hard to take over the OG because it has the name base already. So that's just one thing in itself as to why I think Sand is special. But I also think it could see $100 billion. I think Mana could see $100 billion market cap. I definitely think that Sand could by the end of the cycle, but I'm getting carried away here. Weekly RSI looking bullish. You could go up to 382, your 382 area, maybe down to like, or up to around $1. You're at 76.5 cents now. I think you could do that. You do have bearish divergence presenting itself, though it's not confirmed just yet. I like your daily RSI. I think it looks fine. Maybe you move down to 69, 70 cents, 68 cents first, and then you move up to that dollar area, but nominal amounts down and then continuing up. This is a pretty bullish looking daily RSI. Yes, it has bearish divergence. Yes, it does. I still think you go higher. I still do. Yeah. 4 hour doesn't look bad either. You really might pull back a little bit from here. Right? Let's see. Okay, maybe a little lower than I was giving it credit for. Maybe you pull back to about 63, 64 cents. I'd say anywhere between 63.7 to 70 cents is fair game, and then up. But you might not. You might just continue to move up higher from here. Let's see how the day closes. If you close here or lower, you probably do go to around like 64 or 63 cents. And then up. I think you have a day with destiny for that dollar price. But that's Sandbox for the more immediate term, with a very solid potential to do a lot more bullish things by the end of the cycle. $21 price target, $70 price target. Here you are at 76 cents now. Could it see a $70 price? That would be a 100x. It's at 1 point whatever billion right now. That would give it an over $100 billion market cap. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think this thing, it's one of few coins. Maybe that wouldn't be 100x from here, but it's one of few coins that do deserve a $100 billion or more market cap. And whether it deserves that or not, I guess is actually up for speculation. But I think it's capable of it, in my genuine opinion. But yeah, those are the targets, and it could go higher. It could go all the way up to 177. Sure, multi-$100 billion market cap. It could happen. That's Sandbox though. Probably a little bit down in the more immediate term, and then you want to move up to $1 before you see any kind of like significant consolidation, or higher. You might move up past $1 as well, but I think you'll stop around $1, probably a little bit above $1, and consolidate around there, and then we could talk about moving up later. Engine coin, looking good, bro. Looking good. Very hot on the RSI. Yes, you could get hotter though. Broke out of your accumulation range. Let's see, top, that's not the top. Let's see, top to bottom. Yeah, you want to go to 76 cents. You're at 68 cents right now. You probably want to go to 76 cents. It's like the top of this area over here, bottom of this. You probably do 76 cents, a little bit higher, and then down again, probably to like 57 cents, or even all the way down to 48, 49 cents. Daily RSI showing bearish divergence, but it's not printed, it's not confirmed until you get a red day. I don't know if you're gonna get that today. I like the 4 hour RSI a lot, man. I like that. Yeah. Holding support on the 1886 like that, dude. You're going to your 2272. It's not that far away. You're at 68 cents. You're gonna go to 77 cents, essentially. And then move down, probably. That's my thoughts. Yeah. 77 cents ish, 76, 77 cents, and then pull back. That's my thoughts on Engine. IOTX. Top to bottom. Beautiful chart, bro. Beautiful chart. Is this, yeah. It says ERC20. Is this, so this isn't there? Do they have their own blockchain? It looks the same. So, for those of you that don't know, and I would assume a lot of you do, but if you don't, it's not a big deal. Whatever. You don't. None of us knew what this meant until we knew what it meant. So it's nothing to be ashamed of. But ERC20 is essentially, I don't actually know what it stands for. I think it's like Ethereum something coin. But ERC20, what it means is it's a coin, a token. It doesn't do anything, right? It's an idea, it's a promise, and it's on the Ethereum blockchain. The purpose of ERC20s, ideally, at large it's not this, but ideally the reason why they see value is the projects promote their crypto, their ERC20 tokens on the Ethereum blockchain, which has no use case other than just being a token that you can invest in and send, right, on the through Ethereum. They use the proceeds from that token to better the project, and then they make their own blockchain. They have, it's no longer an ERC20. They'll migrate it from an ERC20 token to like their native blockchain, stuff like that. Hold on. And that's kind of the point of an ERC20, is just like to essentially get investing money, if that makes any sense. The ERC20s don't do anything at all. Most cryptos don't do anything, even non-ERC20s, but these literally they're just codes, they're just cryptos on the Ethereum blockchain, if that makes any sense. Oh, hold on guys. Hold on. Sorry about that. But yeah, I got sidetracked talking about ERC20 tokens. Probably not doing the best job of explaining it, but essentially it's a useless token. It's not completely useless, but it doesn't do anything. It's mainly for getting money for the project to develop into something beyond just a theoretical promise. Anyways, IoT, and I'm not saying that that's what IOTX is. They probably have more going for them than just that, but I'm only talking about that because I see that here. It sparked an idea, not an idea, a thought, and I ran with it. Anyways, had to take care of my daughter. She was coughing. She's 2 years old. She wakes up crying. She's in the dark in her room. She likes someone to be there to help her fall back asleep. And long story short, I was just dealing with that for a second. So looking very bullish. I like that you held your 382 as resistance, came down. You didn't even hit your 236, which is crazy. You normally would. And maybe this isn't, I mean, it's on Coinbase. I trust the price action, but holding the 382 as support after finding it as resistance, and now you're moving up here. I think you have a date with this 12.3 cent to 16 cent area. I think you're moving up there right now. So any downward movement isn't going to be significant, like sustained. You're at 7.9 cents now. You could move down to like 6.2 cents. but you're going to form higher lows going up through this range. You're essentially going to be moving up there. I bet it's sometime in like May or June that you're moving up to about 12.37 cents to 16 cents or sooner. It could be May or June, or it could be sooner than that. But I think based on this trajectory, I think maybe even late April, but sometime late April to like early June would be the expectation for being in this range here. Yeah. And then you probably pull back to your 0.5 and you're remaining constructive. I would doubt, with the way that you look right now, if and when you get up here, I would doubt that you pull back to your 382. It's very common to go from your 618 to your 382, but the fact that you already found resistance and then support, you look like you're being constructive. So I would think you continue that constructiveness. You went 382. Ideally, you'd go to your 236, but you didn't. And then 0.5. Sorry, you went to your 0.5 here, and then back to your 382. Up here to your 0.5, and then up like that. I don't know. Looking at the weekly, you do have bearish divergence presenting itself, to be fair. I've kind of already seen it played out, though. Let's look at the daily. I think it wants to move up. I mean, if it moves down from here, I stand by it. I doubt you move below that. I doubt you move below 6.8 cents, but you could move down from here. But inevitably move up higher. That's the best I got for IOTX. Let's move on to Flux for I don't give no flux. You said, what did you say it was called? Flux. Flux, run on Flux. It's not the same thing. Flux. Let me see, hold on. What's run on Flux? Let me type it in. Nothing like that. I don't know. I don't know if this is accurate or if I just don't know what you're talking about. But we're going to do it here. Flux USD right there. Looks like the only option really. So we'll use that. Daily RSI doesn't look bad. Or sorry, that's the 4 hour. Doesn't look bad though. Daily RSI looks a little bit like bearish divergence, decreasing volume. Sure, 1, 2, 3. Triple bearish divergence. I don't like that. Yeah, you might pull all the way back down to 87 cents. You're at $1.18. You might pull back all the way down there. Yeah, high point in this accumulation phase. That's okay. It happens, man. You're at a rejection point, pulling back to 87 cents. You probably pull back even to 73 cents, man. Yeah. Because oftentimes with divergences, you don't just pull back to where the divergence started. You do pull a little bit through it. Going to your 382 is a very common thing to do as well. So I'd say like 87 to 73 cents is on the table. Yeah, it makes sense to me. Yep, Flux coming down, man. Coming down. Like now. Like, you're not going higher. I don't think so. 4 hour, again, doesn't look bad. You might be due. You're at $1.18. Maybe move up to $1.24 before you move down one last time. But I think you're moving down. And then inevitably probably higher. But for now, down. Astroport. I think that is the one that you said, right? Astroport, yeah. Bottom to top. Weird. I would think you go to your 618. I would think so. You're probably just testing this for resistance. You'll go to 2.4 to 2.25 cents, somewhere around there. That's my thoughts. Yeah, a little bit late. That's a pretty bearish day you had yesterday. Yeah, you probably do. You're consolidating in this area. You probably go down to that 2.4 to 2.2 cent area, and then move up from there, consolidate from there, continue to. Once you break above this high point at like 4.6 cents, when you break above that convincingly on a daily, you'll probably see that next leg up. But until then, you're just consolidating. Yeah, you look decent for like a relative move up, but immediately speaking, you probably move down a little bit. That's my thoughts on Astro. FIDA, Bonafide. bottom to top. 0.5 bounce. It's not common, but it happens. Good job. Normally promotes strong moves, normally, and it definitely did this time. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you didn't hit your 1272 already. Kind of surprised. I think you're going to. I think you're going to hit 58 cents to 74 cents. I think so. Yeah, I do. I think that's what you're going to do. You're kind of finding support on this area. You're like consolidating above. I think you're going to. I think you are. I think you're going to move up higher. Yeah, I like the 4 hour. I like the daily. I'd like to see some follow through. I mean, if you get a day to close, really, if you get a day to close below 45 cents, then I would be concerned that you're moving lower to like 37 cents. But I think 58 to 74 cents, it's on the table, very much on the table right now. That's FIDA. ASM. Assemble protocol. It's Assemble protocol on Coinbase. You're going to go down to 2.6 to 2 cents, somewhere in there. Yep. Support on the 0.5 rejected the 382 twice. You're going to go down to your 618, which is all the way down to like 2.5 cents to 2 cents, somewhere down there. ASM, easy one. Thank you for that. Anchor, ANKR. Lower highs, bearish divergence presenting itself. Not necessarily confirmed though. Though you are looking top heavy, you know, you've been slowly crawling, but I think you're probably going to pull back from here as well. Yeah, you're at your resistance points. Yeah. Accumulation range. Not ready to break out just yet, but I would like to see you kind of consolidate in this area. Not pull all the way back down here. If you do, it's okay. But if you want to look to break out relatively soon, it would make sense to consolidate in this area. Maybe you don't want to see that. Maybe you do want to see a pullback so you can buy more. I don't know. But, you know, some of the most bullish people before a breakout, you should be the most bearish people so that you can get in on the cheap. But I suppose you could move down to about 3.5, 3.6 cents and be fine. Yeah, really, you could move all the way back down to 1.7 cents and be fine. But I doubt you do that. But, yeah, you probably move down from here. $3.9 to 3.5 cents. That's my best guess. You're probably moving down. If you move up, it's not going to be by much. That's Anchor, XTZ, USD, Tezos. Doing bullish things. Of course you are. Looking like you want to continue this little breakout move, I think. Yes, that's right. Have an Adam and Eve pattern. There's your Adam, and there's your Eve. Beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Absolutely, it's beautiful. You're just getting started, Tezos. You are absolutely just getting started. Top to bottom. We'll see you at $1.88 to $2.55. By the definition of this pattern, how you would do the measure move, you take the lowest point of the pattern to that little focal point there, the midpoint there. You put it like this. That'd put you all the way up here at about 353. Now that's the measure move. You don't have to hit it. You could fall shy of it. You could exceed it. If you took the more conservative kind of measurement, you know, that would be like right here. That would take you right up to your 1886. Maybe you do. Maybe you only go to 322. Maybe you go to 452. You're at $1.51 now, so regardless, I think you have a date with destiny up there. Sure, based on the fib scale, $1.88 to $2.55 is the minimum kind of expected areas, but I do think you're going to exceed those. I think you're going to go past that. And let's see here. Cycle high to cycle low. $618, right at your 886. It literally overlaps it, bro. Perfect. We'll see you at $3.26. Yeah. Yep. Is it going to happen overnight? Probably not, but you know, you could. It's probably going to take several months to get there. You could move up like this, move down, move up, move down, move up, move down. You know, it could take till the end of this year. I don't think it will. I don't think it would be that quick. I only drew it like lengthwise like that. so I could show you the up and downs, but like really, you've kind of done that. You've been consolidating for a little while. You're breaking out now. You're probably going to see a quicker move. I would think, if not by June, probably by August, I would think you're going to see $3.26. If not sooner. It could happen way sooner. You know, we haven't seen Tezos run in a while, so I'm being a little conservative with my upward movements, but I mean, from this price, it moved from this price right now, literally right here, all the way up to the price targets I'm talking about it going to in 3 weeks. So it could be 3 weeks. It could be sometime in April. Who knows? You've got some pent up aggression. You're about to let it loose. So yeah, I think this thing looks good, man. Looks like it wants to run. Like you're in the middle of that now. If you go down, it's not going to be by much from here. Now I will say, to be completely fair, if you get a substantial rejection from here, if you engulf yesterday's candle bearishly, everything I said goes out the window. Everything I said goes out the window. You went from a breakout to a fake out, and you're looking to consolidate more. You could pull all the way back to $1.13 if you get a bearish engulfing candle today or a significantly bearish day today. So don't do that. Don't do that. That's not breakout volume. It's a breakout candle without breakout volume. I don't like that. But the RSI looks fine. The weekly RSI looks fine. So I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. That's Tezos, XTC. Let's talk about COQ. We got to do it on this, though. Oh, volume looks fine. Yeah, you're moving up, probably. Yeah, you look good. You could pull back down to 50389. You could. But I kind of want to say that you're going to go up to 50658, 5072, 5075, maybe even all the way up to around like 509. I don't mind the daily RSI. I don't mind the 4 hour. I think you want to go higher. I think you're holding this 1272 like decently. Close below 5049 on a 4 hour basis or a daily basis or anything like that, and then you probably do go to this 886 down at 50389. But I think you want to move higher. I do. It'd be really nice if you, even if you close today red, if you got some kind of bounce, a secondary bounce off this overbought zone, that would be really nice to see. So even if you close it here or a little bit lower, I think you're okay. But you do want to see a bounce. If you were to close it here or lower, you'd want to see that bounce come in like immediately. So sometime this week, I would think that we would see that move up. If we don't, you might be moving down. So that's COQ. Let's talk about Wojak. Wojak. Hmm. 1272 hit. Closed right at it. Looking like you're getting a little rejection off of that. Yeah, you probably move down. You probably do to your 886, 30s, 496, around there, or lower, but probably around there. That's my thoughts. Yeah, hit that 1272, rejected it again for like technically a third time. I think you're gonna go lower first and then higher, but we'll see at the 886. I don't mind the daily RSI, but it looks like you could go down. You could go down and still form this kind of like higher low trajectory that you have. Like that, right? You could come down. So I think it will. Anyways, that's Wojak. Going down, only to go up afterwards. Let's talk about CRO. CRO, man. I'm curious to see how this does because it sponsors every single UFC fight, right? They had their own, or I don't know if they still do, or if it's not theirs anymore. But I know that they had a NFL stadium at one point, right? There was the Crypto.com stadium for the Raiders, or for, I forget who it was for. Maybe I'm thinking of the NHL. I think it was for the NFL, but unless it's still there and it wasn't a was, it's a is. But anyways, top to bottom for CRO, it's an exchange coin. Probably does well for itself. Above the 382, you've got a date with Destiny to 31.3 to 38.8 cents. Very much so, I think so. You are pretty hot on your RSI. Absolutely, you could pull back from here. Yeah. If you pull back from here, you could go anywhere from 10 cents, maybe, yeah, like about 10 cents to 12-cent area. Let's look at the daily. Daily's hot, bro. Very, very hot. I don't know. I think you want to go higher. I think you could move down today. You can move down tomorrow. I don't think you're going to move. If you move below 15.3 cents, it's not going to be by much. So you probably inevitably will hold this area and then make a move up to 21, 22 cents, something like that in a very short amount of time, if not higher. That's CRO. Looking good, looking resilient. Let's look at ApeCoin. We've only got ApeCoin and then like 9 coins after that, so like 10 coins left total. Oh man, 10 coins out of like 29 coins, and I feel like I've already done this for an hour and a half. Like, oh, it's gonna be so long. Top to bottom, 1618, hitting the 1272, not a bad look. I like the weekly RSI. I like the price action. I do. I don't mind the daily RSI. ApeCoin, huh? Yeah, it might go bananas. You could pull back. You already did though. That's the thing. You already did. Let's do this top to bottom. $3.13, $3.58, 59 cents. It's probably your next target. If you pull back from here, you're going to $2, but I think you have $3.13 and $3.58 on the mind. If not even a little bit higher. That would make sense to me. Maybe higher. I don't know. That line doesn't mean anything. Ape. That's ape. Looks like it wants to go higher. If it goes down $2, it's going to hold $2, but you want to go above $3, just below $4 for ApeCoin. Arrow. Oh yeah, you want me to do it on this, were you? Volume. We'll use that one. Whoa. I like that. I like this RSI a lot, man. I feel like I'm back and forth with Arrow. I feel like I was bearish in my last video, if I remember correctly, but I'm not 100% sure on that. 1272 tipped it today. What about the 4 hour? Looking good. I like the volume. Let's see how it goes, but I think you want to go to that 1618, man. You're looking like you want to break $1, or at least get around there. Looking good for immediate continuation up. If you pull back at all from here, you could go to 60 cents, but that would be the lowest point that I think you'd go to. If not, maybe 65 cents, but somewhere in between there, and then up. That's Arrow. Looking good, Mr. Shi. MPIX now. Very low cap, very low liquidity. I think it wants to go lower. It's not what I meant to do. Here we go. I think it wants to go lower, yeah. Yep. See you at 2016 to 2013. I think so. If not lower. Maybe 3099, 201, whatever. Yeah. That's MPIX. Used car, another DEX screener. A gently used 2001 Honda Civic. I love that, man. I love that. Like they tokenized their car. I don't know if they actually did, but from what it sounds like, I don't know too much about this, but I would assume that they've tokenized their vehicle, and now everybody has an opportunity to own part of that vehicle. Is it fairly priced? Probably not. Probably not. You know, let's see. Hold on. Seeing $1.4 million in volume in a 24-hour period, I doubt it's fairly priced, but Anyways, top to bottom, deep extensions hit, back down here. You're looking all right, honestly. Previous areas of support, areas where I would expect you to bounce. I want to pull up the RSI on this one. Yeah, you probably have. You've probably found your low. Not common to bounce off the 0.5, but probably does. I don't like the 4-hour RSI. It's the only thing telling me it wants to go lower. Maybe it does. I'm going to stick with it. I think it is going to pull up from here. I think you're going to see your next move up. You're probably going to go above 10 cents. Break out of this range and go up. You might even go up like past 20, 30 cents, but that can all change if you get a day to close a little bit, like just below where you are now. Close below here. Close below 2.88 cents today or tomorrow or any day, and then you're probably going lower, like back down to this area and probably lower than that even. But that's used car to the best of my abilities. Maker Dow MKR, that's right. Right, isn't that it? Dow Maker. I don't think that's right. I think it's Maker. I think it's this one. Yep. Okay, 34% up last week. Beautiful. Very bullish RSI. You're at the top of this channel. I think you're going to move down. I do. I think you'll move down a little bit. You'll probably move back down to about, you're at 2,590. You'll probably pull back to about 2,170, around there. 2,100, 2,200, something like that. Top to bottom. 61869 hit. Yeah, you probably pull back a little bit. Maybe literally right back to your 618. It's like 2,300, 2,400. You might only pull back that far. But if you go below it, I think it's okay. Try not to close below it. I would like to see you not close below it, but yeah, or just keep going. I don't know, that 4-hour. The 4-hour and the daily don't look too bad, but you could keep going lower. I don't know. I think you want to go lower. I do. Anywhere and everywhere between about 2170 to 2400, probably closer to that 2400 area if I really had to guess. But that's Maker. Inevitably, I think you want to move up higher. Genosis. Ridiculous. You gotta stop, man. You gotta stop. You can't do this for too long. This is ridiculous. Yeah, maybe go up a little higher. You're at 434 right now. 439 right now. Maybe up to 521. A whole nother $100 higher. Top to bottom. Yeah, 2272 up there, 520. You might hit that. You probably do. Very hot on your RSI. It can get hotter. Daily RSI looks resilient. Price action looks resilient. 4-hour looks spectacular. It looks weird, but strong. Yeah, see you at 520, man. Looks good for immediate continuation. Probably very soon it will go up there. GFI, Goldfinch. What a day you had. What a past couple days you've had, man. Oh, I don't know, man. bearish divergence, but it's not confirmed. It's only presenting itself. I don't know. I think you go up. I do. I think this is like a slip to the upside of which you really want to see come to fruition. You're probably going to 277 to $4.18, somewhere in there. It makes sense. It's like at the top of this little like hook right there. You found resistance right there. Yeah, you probably do. You probably move up to about 333. If not 418. It's just a matter of when. Because right now you're consolidating. Act like this move wasn't here at all. Act like you just slowly, gradually moved up to here. Don't let that like sway you. You're just consolidating. And you're going to move up. You're probably going to move up. So just when? Soon. Probably soon. But it could happen today. It could happen 2 weeks from now. But soon, above $3, maybe even above $4 is where you're going to go. That's GFI. XCN. We're almost done, guys. We have 3 more left. XCN, Gala, and Flow. Whoa, bro. I missed out. Damn it, JG Aesthetics. I know that C-Zar is good guy requested this one, but man, I wanted to buy this and I didn't. Son of a gun, man. Son of a gun. I wanted to. I really thought about it. I didn't think hard enough about it. Man, I've been talking about which coins I wanted to get in, and I know that I was saying this one was interesting, but it's 65% up this week. I'm not going to buy it here, man. It's going to have to come back. You're going to have to come back a little bit. Give me a second chance, man. Come back down to 0029. If not, I'm just going to let this one go, man. What are you at? It's still XCN. Yeah, $100 million market cap. See, that makes me want to buy it. Even at these prices, that makes me want to buy it. Because, yeah, to get to your all-time highs, you're seeing a 25x, 26x. Let alone past that, which you probably do go past that. It's a nice bottom, bro. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah, you probably find resistance here, probably. Look at how well respected this fib is. 0.5, 236, double tapped it there. Hit your 61869 zone. 886 to a T. You hit your 1272 to a T, so you probably do pull back. I'm looking. I will buy some of this. I will. If it goes below 0.00323. If it goes below there, I will buy some. With the potential possibility of going to 0.00289, but I won't be buying it there. I'll be buying it higher than there because I always buy above where I expect the price to go, and I always sell below where I expect the price to go. That way I get in and I get out without being surprised. What if it goes past? What if it does? It's like I'm okay with that. I'll still make profits. I don't try to squeeze everything out, just the majority, okay? It's like imagine you've got a lemon farm or an orange farm or a grapefruit farm, and you personally make juice, but you squeeze it by hand. I don't know. You don't have a machine. You're squeezing it by hand. Maybe you do have a machine, whatever. And the first few presses, you get a majority of the juice out. But if you keep going, you'll really get all that juice out. You're going to really have to work for it. The productivity goes down because you're going to put more effort in for less juice, if that makes sense. Same kind of idea here, right? Don't over squeeze it. Don't waste your time doing that. Just get most of the juice and then move on to the next one. And you know what I mean? Like that way you don't run the chance of straining your hands. I don't know. It's a not a poor analogy, but it doesn't have the best ending, but I hope it makes sense. I'm just saying you don't have to juice every drop out of anything. If you get most of it, you can be happy with that and then move on to the next thing. You know, it's good for productivity. Because what if I sell 50%? What if I sell 100% away from the top? What if I sell here and it goes up 100% more, but I put it into something else that goes up 5x or 4x or even 3x? You know, like it. Okay, cool. Like I could have squeezed it out there at the top. Maybe I probably wouldn't have sold the exact top anyways. But I moved it into something else that did good too, you know. So, anyways, just food for thought there. But XCN, I'm getting distracted because I'm looking at this and it's hurting my brain and my soul because I was genuinely considering buying this. You're looking very bullish, man. Wow, you're actually moving up right now even. Looking like you're recovering. It's because I was talking smack, wasn't it? Well, looks like I'm going to have to let this one go, man. Bearish divergence forming on the 1 hour. Let's see it get processed and confirmed. We'll get some red hours coming in. You probably will move back down there, but do you move up first? Probably. You probably do continue. I don't know. Let's look at the 15-minute. Nothing about this says it wants to stop here, other than it's at the 1272. So you could go up to 0.00485, 0.006 area. You could turn around right here. It's hard to say, but I do think you'll go back to 0.00323, and I will buy it there. I've learned my lesson. XCN. It looks good. It looks really, really good. So good that I'm feeling non-buyer's remorse here. It just keeps moving up, man. It's, what was it at the beginning of the video? It was like 33%. Now it's at 47%. I could have bought it at the beginning of the video and made, what was that, 14%? But nope, I'm just talking about it. See, and talking about those could-haves, now it's making it drop. No, I'm just kidding. None of that has power. None of that has power. It's doing what it wants to do with or without me talking about it. Yeah, a little bit top-heavy. You could go higher. You absolutely could go higher, but I bet you do pull back to that 323 area, 00323 area. That's XCN. Enough repeating myself. Let's talk about Gala Games. I heard it had a good day the other day. Oh, look at that. Pretty good couple of days, actually. Top to bottom, 2618 area hit. You probably pull back to your 1618 area, which is at 6.18 cents. 1618, and then you have 618 here. It's golden extension with a golden number. Whoa, whoa, weird, man, weird. And get this, it's at your breakout point. Hold support there, move up higher. Classic. Top to bottom here, 2272. Yeah, 88. Oh yeah, bro, it looks good. You're probably going to pull back to 6.15 cents and then move up from there. That's my thoughts. Yeah, down for now, up later. Yes. Yep, that's Gala. Flow toward the heavens. I don't know. Decent RSI on the weekly, decent RSI on the daily. Can't be mad with that. You probably do pull back a little bit from here, but I doubt you go below $1.42. You're at $1.48 or 58.7 now. Let's look at the weekly again. You probably want to go to $1.82, $1.83, maybe $2.12. Man, a lot of cryptos have been seeing their 2618s lately. Yeah, you might be making a run up to that $2.12 area. You might be, actually. Yep. Yeah, man. Looks good. Looks like it wants to continue. So, but for the more immediate term, again, you might pull back a little bit from here. Okay, you're at your 618. You could pull back to like $1.40. $1.40, $1.50. You're at $1.58 right now. I forget what my first prediction was as far as maybe you pull back. I mean, to be fair, you could pull all the way back to $1.20 even, but much past that I wouldn't think. But yeah, probably a little bit of a pullback here, and then up more. So those are some bullish ones to finish it off on. Yeah. Oh, which one's the most bullish? Which one gets the win? XTZ is looking good, but I don't think it stands to gain the most in the shortest amount of time. Ape is looking good as well. Honestly, guys, I think XCN, the one that got away, XCN. C-Zar is good guy. You are a good guy, and you win tonight's altcoin request video, whatever it is. Man, I should make a crypto, and every time people get a win, they get one coin, and I'm the sole proprietor of the coins. I have them all like they're all in circulation, but I own every coin, and I will only distribute them. Maybe I won't own every coin. Maybe I'll just like print a new coin out. I don't know anything about this stuff, but maybe I should get a C-Zar wins token, and every time somebody wins, I will give them each a token. And by default, every person who subscribes to the channel gets one token automatically. I don't know. It's a thought. It probably won't happen. Don't get your hopes up, but it's a nice thought, right? It'd be funny, right? Like if you get this little like just a coin that you got because you chose the best coin on a request video. I don't know. Just sounds funny. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. XCN definitely won this one. Good job, C-Zar is a good guy. That is not an inside job. I promise you guys I'm being fair here. If anything, I should not pick XCN because it's the one that hurt my feelings the most. But I guess, and also to be fair, it looks like it wants to go down in the more immediate term a little bit. Ooh. I don't know. I still think it deserves the win. I'm getting caught up in all this. So with that, I leave you. Hit that like button. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.